trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by Green Ply, हर जरूरत का reply. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime, रहो बेफिकर.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात.
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है.
अरे मेरे राजा,
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं.
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा. रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े.
चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े.
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे. केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी.
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला. डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे.
First we saw the people dying, the killings, and that's continuing, destruction of infrastructure, and now the economic impact. The economic impact will affect everybody across the world. You know, the price of LNG, cooking gas has already gone up. So it is a very serious problem. We are all going to suffer. So we all have to work to make sure it ends soon. And I hope that, led by our Prime Minister, etc., we will work on that.
ठीक है मंडू, भेज दे रहा है. ठीक है ना, भेज रहा मंडू. नहीं तो तुम तो अनुसरी होगा. हो गया.
no ambiguity on SC status. Top court's rules on scheduled caste status. No scheduled caste status for converts. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Co-presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by Green Ply, हर जरूरत का reply.
Soaring oil prices reason for climb down. Strike continue, no ceasefire. Trump ceasefire, a hoax. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. Century Premium Plus. Jaguar Bath and Light. Co-powered by UTI Mutual Fund, हक एक बेहतर जिंदगी का. TVS N-Torq 150, India's first 150cc hyper sport scooter. मुथूट फाइनेंस गोल्ड लोन, सोना क्या नहीं कर सकता.
No ambiguity on SC status. Top court's rules on scheduled caste status. No scheduled caste status for converts. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Co-presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by Green Ply, हर जरूरत का reply.
Soaring oil prices reason for climb down. Strike continue, no ceasefire. Trump ceasefire, a hoax. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. Century Premium Plus. Jaguar Bath and Light. Co-powered by UTI Mutual Fund, हक एक बेहतर जिंदगी का. TVS N-Torq 150, India's first 150cc hyper sport scooter. Muthoot Finance Gold Loan, सोना क्या नहीं कर सकता.
No ambiguity on SC status. Top court's rules on scheduled caste status.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the debate tonight, a very important Supreme Court ruling which says that if you are a convert, if you've converted from Hinduism, if you are to Islam or to Christianity, you cannot claim the SC status. This Supreme Court verdict has major ramifications. At 8:30 p.m. tonight, is there any basis behind Pakistan's offer to mediate between Iran and Israel? And at 9 o'clock tonight, was Trump's ceasefire offer actually a capitalist hoax? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I want to start with a ruling, yes, a Supreme Court ruling that has come from the highest court of the land, a ruling which this country really needed, in as many words, for a very, very long time. Today, a Supreme Court bench comprising Justices P.K. Mishra and Manmohan have delivered a verdict that must be heard in every drawing room of the country. It says, and I quote, "No person who professes a religion other than Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist shall be a member of a scheduled caste. Conversion to any other religion results in loss of scheduled caste status." These are not the BJP's words, these are not the RSS's words, these are the words of the Supreme Court of India. And this is a question that the so-called liberals, the woke lobby, the Tukre gang have deliberately, systematically and dishonestly suppressed. What is the case that led to this ruling? The case comes on appeal from a pastor, a Christian pastor, Chintada Anand, a pastor from Andhra Pradesh who alleges caste-based discrimination. He had been functioning as a pastor for over a decade, conducting Sunday prayers every week. Then he goes to the courts, first to the Andhra High Court and then to the Supreme Court of India, saying, "My lords, I need protection under the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act." Now, there is an Andhra Pradesh ruling on this. The Andhra Pradesh High Court ruling said that the grounds that does caste discrimination is not recognized within Christianity and therefore the very premise of an SC/ST Act complaint was legally untenable. The basic thoughts are this, that the gentleman is a Christian. How can he claim to be a member of the scheduled caste at the same time? Now, what is the constitutional basis for this ruling, you ask? Article 341 of the Indian Constitution empowers the President of India to notify who is and who is not a scheduled caste. Under this very power, on the first day of the Republic, the Constitution Scheduled Caste Order 1950 was issued, Read paragraph 3 of that order, and it says, and I'm quoting word for word what the law of the land said, word for word. It said, no person who professes a religion different from Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist religion shall be deemed to be a member of a scheduled caste. Then if this is a settled matter in the law, if this is a settled matter in the constitution, what is the entire controversy about? Well, the controversy is about politics, you see, politics. There are politicians in this country who go to Christians and Muslims and say, we will get you SC/ST status. We will get you scheduled caste status. Does this make sense? Religion is not a matter of convenience. That when you want scheduled caste status, you say, well, I'm originally a Hindu. And then you say, I chose to exit, or my forefathers chose not to be Hindu because there was caste discrimination. If you're not a Hindu and you're now a member of another religion, an Abrahamic religion, any other religion in which you say there is no caste, how can you claim caste discrimination? After all, it is your choice which religion you want to follow. Freedom of religion basically says under 25 of the Constitution of India, Article 25, that every persons are equally entitled to the freedom of conscience and the right to freely profess, practice and propagate their religion. Basic point is you are a free citizen of the country, you are a free person, you have the liberty. Now, if you have the liberty, and then you are saying that I have chosen not to be a Hindu, I have chosen to convert to Islam, convert to Christianity, how can you claim benefits based upon perceived discrimination of being a Hindu in the past? You can't be both a Hindu and a Muslim. You can't be both a Hindu when it is a matter of convenience and a Muslim or a Christian. Religion is not a matter of convenience. After all, more directly, is there any idea of caste or idea of caste in the Quran? Is there any concept of caste in the Bible or in the Quran or in Islam? Now, since caste does not exist in the theology of these faiths, and if the very premise is that there is no caste system and we are all equal before God, before one God, then the very basis for claiming caste status collapses. You cannot say, I have left the Hindu fold, I rejected social hierarchy, I embrace an alternative faith which believes in universal brotherhood, and then claim and return to claim the quota benefits designed for those who are trapped within that hierarchy which you claim to have rejected. Ladies and gentlemen, I quote from the Bible. As Apostle Paul says, there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Now, if that is the belief in Christianity, then how do you claim caste status? Let me be very clear. Today's Supreme Court decision is a monumental, firm and necessary step. It is not anti-minority, it is pro-constitution. This is what Dr. Ambedkar always intended. The Supreme Court reservation was designed only for one purpose, to compensate communities or individuals who are still stuck in a social hierarchy which they believe is internal to Hinduism and discriminates against them. Though, of course, there is also an argument that there has been a misinterpretation of caste, that caste was never by birth, it was by profession. If you go to the fundamentals of Hinduism, which unfortunately people don't go to. Now, the Supreme Court says if you convert, then you lose your caste identity. If you've lost your caste identity, then don't make it an eternal right only because you want a job or you want entry to a university campus. Let's not be opportunistic here. Let's debate.
The Supreme Court has upheld that scheduled caste status remains limited to Hindus, Sikhs and Buddhists. Upholding an earlier Andhra Pradesh High Court ruling, the Apex Court maintains that converting to other religions will result in immediate and absolute loss of SC/ST Protections Act. It clarified that those converting to Islam or Christianity cannot invoke scheduled caste status. The ruling is anchored in an order from 1950 that makes the status exclusive to Hindus, Sikhs, and Buddhists only. The decision is being met with political heat. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board has questioned the fairness of the decision.
This decision of the Supreme Court and previous decision of High Court are also discriminatory because they had not upheld the basic spirit of the Indian Constitution.
अभी जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो ये फैसला आया है, मैं समझता हूँ कि बहुत ही सराहनीय है और पूरा समाज इसको एक्सेप्ट करेगा।
एलपीजी का इशू है, पेट्रोल इशू आता है, महंगाई का इशू है, बेरोजगारी का इशू है, इस पे भी तो चर्चा होनी चाहिए। हमेशा धर्म को लेकर के ही क्यों चर्चा होती है?
The courts pointed that invoking the status in religions that are alien to caste system will mean a fraud on the constitution. The question now remains, why is a political war emerging when benefits are being ensured for those who need it the most?
Tala Amar Rashidi, my first question is to you. Is there a concept of caste in Islam? If there's no concept of caste in Islam, then on what basis do you think any Muslim should claim? Suppose someone converts from Hinduism to Islam, right? The caste does not matter. There is no caste anymore, right, Ishkaran? There is no caste anymore. In fact, you say that there is no caste in Islam or Christianity, then you can't claim quotas after that. I'm so happy the Supreme Court has clarified on this matter.
Good evening, everyone.
And so all converts, no convert can get quota.
Allow me to answer you. Good evening, everyone. I'm happily ready to answer Arnab's question. But before that, I would like to know that the constitution that gives the reservation to the communities or to the caste in India, the reservation or the Article 341 and 342 that gives reservation to SCs and STs in India, does that article mention religion there?
Yeah,
the reservation
it does.
is given. No,
it does.
Please
It does.
go through it. Please
it
go
does.
through it.
It does. No, it does. No, it does. No, it does. It does. Absolutely, it does. Absolutely, it does. And I will say it does, and I will tell you because I got you clean bowled on the first question itself. It does. It does. Ishkaran, tell him it does. Oh, it does. Oh, stop shouting. It does.
Jawaharlal Nehru did an amendment in 1940 to polarize and to do that tushtikara of Hindu communities. In 1950, an amendment was brought by Jawaharlal Nehru.
Listen. Okay, now we are opening up the debate, ladies and gentlemen. What it says is, thank you very much. Ishkaran, 1 minute, 1 minute. The court, the Article 341 of the Indian Constitution, on the first day of the Republic, there was a Constitution Scheduled Caste order, which was issued. Paragraph 3 of the order says, and I quote word for word, no person, Ishkaran, who professes a religion other than Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist shall be deemed to be a member of the scheduled caste. My friend came without reading the law.
An executive order, Arnab, go through it.
Volume, badao. I can't hear you, first of all. I can't hear you.
1950 by Nehru. That was done through an amendment and it's executive order that is arbitrary.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong, my friend. You convert, you lose. You convert, you lose. You convert, the moment you convert from Hinduism, you're no longer SC.
Absolutely. But that is done through an discrimination.
Okay, now I'll have to have audio controlling going on here. Now, Ishkaran.
Yes, Arnab, if I can come in that. Arnab, two short points.
Versus,
First,
Umar.
the overall picture, India is the only country in the history of the world where the majority community wants an anti-conversion law and the minority vote-seeking people say there should be no anti-conversion law. In most countries, it's the fear of majority, that majority will forcibly convert or induce conversion. India is the unique republic where the majority wants anti-conversion. It does not want to forcibly bring anybody into the fold, but you have anti-conversion laws.
It is like Jews wanting anti-conversion in Israel.
Now let us come to or Muslims wanting anti-conversion law in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
It is something like that. Now let's come to the case. please understand what is the evil we are facing. Just I will quote you 5 cases. Shahjahanpur, where people were inducing minor women to conversion marriages and there was 4 crore of foreign funding.
Very bad.
There is an Agra case where there is foreign funding where you were trying to target the women and the weak and the ill. Then there is another case where you were targeting minor girls. All this having foreign angles. Then we have people who come from abroad on visas, on tourist visas, and do religious conversion activities, which this government has stepped in and is trying to stop. Because we are facing a global conversion mafia and we are facing people who want conversion.
Let's go on the main legal issue here. They're saying now, sir.
Now coming to the case. It is very clear. It's not only this. The court has very, very clearly held no statutory benefit, protection, reservation, or entitlement under the Constitution shall be claimed by any person who does not come under the category which has been given protection. That is other than a Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist.
No, this is all because there is a conversion industry in our country. Because there is a Ishkaran. No, can audio controls are going on. 1 minute. Can I get audio a little higher up if the production control room allows me to hear my own guest? The question being, and I want 1 minute, only 1 minute. You see, viewers, what's going on is there is a conversion industry in our country, and I believe there are people who take a lot of money. I'm not naming people, I'm not naming a particular religion or a particular institution. But I'm saying there is a conversion mafia. What is the conversion mafia? They target poor people typically, and they say, don't worry. We will give you this and that benefit if you become a member of our religion. But then these poor people say that, see, we are scheduled caste. They say, don't worry, we will get you the quota also. And so far, they have benefited because they say, we'll give you jobs. They know these people, maybe economically deprived, they know that they are getting certain jobs, education, welfare schemes. Why are you talking? Why is he getting irritated? 1 minute, Ishkaran, why is he not letting me talk? Ishkaran, why is he not letting me talk? Who is this rude man?
You should present some empirical data.
Okay, viewers, this man, the very radical Tala Amir Rashidi, says that I am not presenting empirical data. Viewers will decide whether you are radical or I am empirical.
You are giving me that tamga.
Now listen here. You see, these people, why are you getting touchy? You are part of conversion mafia or what? Everyone on. Are you part of conversion mafia?
From reservation, it comes to conversion.
Are you part of conversion mafia?
You are part of that. Why are you?
I am not. No. You can never. No, you can't convert me.
Why, if there are people converting by their own free will,
I cannot be converted. I was born a Hindu. I will die a Hindu. Now my question is, I was born a Hindu and I will die a Hindu. Now I'm only talking about people who are vulnerable to conversion mafia who say, we will make conversion economically attractive while claiming doctrinal equality. And Hindus very often say, Omar, we will not convert because we won't get these benefits via reservations. Then the conversion gangs say, don't worry, we will get you the quota and we will give you this, that, this. This is wrong because the Abrahamic religions, they reject caste, don't they? Haven't you and many other Muslim voices come and abuse Hinduism for caste without understanding what caste and jati are all about?
Please understand.
Why are you interfering again? I'm asking, why are you being rude?
There's no caste in Islam, but there are castes in Muslims, especially in subcontinent. If you go in,
there is no caste in Islam. You can't say there is no caste in Islam, but there are castes among Muslims. How do you, what are you saying? Viewers, you are saying there is no caste in Islam, but there are castes among Muslims.
The caste gives the identity. The reservation in India was given not on the basis of religion, but on social discrimination and caste.
There is no caste in Islam.
On the social discrimination.
Now, Madhuvanti, 1 minute. I bring in Omar and Madhuvanti. There is, I say,
the people who are mochis, the Nag, the Bhatt, the other caste who are converted to Muslim and Christian but still doing their own profession.
Now you see, allow me. I know enough to say, Christianity and Islam are Abrahamic faiths. Where is the origin of Christianity and Islam? It is in the Middle East. It is not in India. It is in the Middle East. It has never had a caste system. The whole idea has been theological equality. Now you can't say there is no caste in Islam, but there are castes among Muslims. I don't understand. I reject that view. Advocate Umair Junaidi, can you explain what he's saying? Can you contradict him, please? What Tala is saying? The moment I asked the question, he's gone. Now,
you want me to answer that?
No. Reverend Abhijit Sasane, Executive Secretary of the Methodist Church in India, there is no caste among Christians also.
Yeah.
So if someone converts to Christianity now from the SC community, they will not get any benefits.
Why are we deviating from the debate? Why are we deviating from the topic?
How?
The topic is
How
not
am I
this.
deviating?
The topic is about the stand on the Supreme Court verdict.
Yes. And
why are we deviating?
Where am I deviating? You have said, don't you believe that Christianity has no place for caste?
We respect the authority of the judiciary. There is no second thought.
What is he trying to say, Arnabji?
See, the problem over here is not this. The problem is, if you study the Mishra.
Which Mishra?
The Mishra Commission, it highlighted, the Mishra Commission already highlighted that caste-based social disability do not automatically disappear upon conversion to Christianity or Islam. The Mishra Commission already highlighted this.
But that doesn't make a difference.
The question before us is not
the
merely
Mishra
religious.
Commission that's an academic study. What is to be done with an academic study?
What has that got to do with today's debate or the SC's ruling, sir? What has that got to do with today's debate and the SC's ruling, sir?
That is what I'm saying. It is not about just religious.
Then why are you talking about
is
the Mishra
about
Commission? Why don't you
humanitarian.
talk about the SC's ruling?
It
Do you
is a
accept
social
the
issue.
SC's ruling or not? Christianity does not believe in caste system. So why are you bothered? You should welcome the ruling. Why are you talking about
I already
some
said we
tangent
respect
Mishra
the SC
Commission?
ruling, we respect the constitution.
Do you
all right?
welcome it?
So
We are
this is not
talking
about the
whether you
privilege.
respect
It is about
Do
the
you welcome
dignity and equal
verdict?
protection under the law. It is not about
That is
the
what the
privilege.
SC has said.
It is
So
about
are
the
you going to
dignity and
welcome
equal
the
protection
verdict?
under the law.
So do you feel that Hindus don't deserve this equal protection under the law? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that Hindus don't deserve this
Why do we
verdict?
give you two options, yes or no? It's not like that. It's not like that.
That is the option. That is the verdict. I can't do a maybe.
It's not like that. See,
the Supreme Court is not going to do a maybe
church,
on this
the
verdict.
church
It's
does not
either
seek
yes or no.
confrontation,
If you
nor does it
convert to Christianity,
endorse
you
political
lose your
polarization.
status as a scheduled caste or a scheduled tribe. Period. You in the Christian faith and in the Bible do not accept caste system. So why are you bothered?
We advocate peaceful dialogue. We advocate peaceful dialogue.
What peaceful dialogue? You want to go to the two judges in the Supreme Court
Constitutional
and have a
means
peaceful
and
dialogue,
careful review of political effect.
Sir, please don't come with prepared speeches on the debate. Please attack the subject as you need to attack, sir. Please, Arnabji, for heaven's sake, he has to answer the question I'm asking. He's coming with
That is
prepared
what I'm
statements
saying.
and
Why
giving
are we
tangential
deviating
comments
from
on
the
national
subject?
television.
We are deviating.
I don't have time for him to listen to his prepared statements. Please tell me, simple question. Do you believe in the caste system as far as Christianity is concerned? Do you
we
believe in
need to
caste?
avoid divisive rhetoric. Avoid divisive rhetoric.
Oh my God! I don't want your prepared
Everything
statements.
is
Do
not
you
just
believe
about
in
religion.
caste system? Do you
India's
believe in the
strength
caste
lies-
system? In Hinduism,
No.
we have something called Varnashrama Dharma,
I don't
which is
believe
the
in
caste
caste
system. Do you believe in caste system in Christianity? You don't. So when somebody converts to Christianity, he has to shed his caste. What is the problem?
I will read out what the
Then
Bible
you
says.
Sir, when a person, Reverend Sasane, may I please, Reverend Sasane, Father, listen to me. See.
Spiritual equality.
See,
we must acknowledge that social inequality
Reverend Sasane,
continues to exist in human structures.
Reverend Sasane, Indian courts have repeatedly highlighted this irony. The Allahabad High Court, with the November 2025 Jitendra Sahni case, observed that Christianity recognized no caste system.
Yes, I understand.
And therefore, the very basis for SC classification disappears upon conversion.
Exactly.
And it termed the retention of SC benefits, hear me, Advocate Umar Junaidi, by converts from Hinduism to Islam or Hinduism to Christianity as a fraud on the constitution and contrary to the ethos of reservation policies, a fraud on the constitution which shall never be allowed to continue anymore. Yes, Advocate Umar Junaidi, a fraud on the constitution.
Protection under the law.
Reverend Junaidi.
No, Arnab, you mentioned
No, it is not about privilege. I am talking about...
Advocate Junaidi is the word I wanted from.
Conversion they have been done by the conversion gang. There is no data because it is the Hindu community people, the Bajrang Dal, the VHP who offered 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs for the conversion of their religion. It is not the conversion gang. Another religion, it is the conversion gang itself in the VHP and some other dals. Now talking about the case. Now talking about the case is not about Hindu-Muslim, Arnab. It is the only point 1950 order was amended in 1956, 6 were added. In the year 1990, Buddhists were added. And the same, it is the situation.
I think you can now. Unfortunately for you,
this is rambling.
You see. I'll tell you. This is not like a. May I ask you? When you change. No. 1 minute. Reservations under the SC category. Just to throw some light on this matter. By the way, there's so much panic. I want to understand. What is this panic? No. Why is there so much panic? I want to understand. Obviously, I have touched a raw nerve somewhere, or rather more appropriately, the Supreme Court has touched a raw nerve somewhere. Why is there so much panic? Why is there so much panic?
The point is that the panic is because it is not about
Ishkaran.
It is a social
Arnab, this panic is because in the judgment, the fraud that was being played has been stopped. I want your audiences to know this because the court has said what people were doing, they were converting to a religion and then still seeking benefits. And then saying we have reconverted. So basically you're practicing as a 1 second, don't interrupt. This is important. This is exposed why you're all shouting, why you're all in panic. Because it takes away the fraud you were playing on the constitution. Let me just say 3 lines and then you can speak. Just 3 lines. Arnab, can I just have 3 lines? Because the fraud has been exposed today.
And that's the reason they were added.
Just 3 lines, Arnab. The fraud has been. I'll tell you why they're in panic. If you let me see that. First, Arnab, the reason of this panic is because people were converting yet pretending to be Hindus. So what you were doing is you have converted. Everybody knows you have converted. But in the government records, you have a caste certificate only pretending to be a Hindu. So now what the court has held that mere caste certificate is not enough if you have converted. And if you claim, don't shout, don't be in panic. And if you claim that you have reconverted, then there must be unimpeachable evidence, including unequivocal renunciation of the religion you have gone into, and also evidence saying that the community you belong to is
Actually, Ishkaran, 1 minute. Umar, can you listen to me and not shout for a moment, please? Can you listen to me, Umar? Otherwise, you're a sensible guy. Listen to me. 1 minute. Thank you. See, you should be happy, Umar, because as you said that Bajrang... Umar, can you stop behaving in a strange manner and listen to what I have to say?
What is the present situation in the country?
Yeah, so present situation is if you convert from... If you're a SC and you convert from Hinduism to Christianity or Islam, you will not get the economic benefit. Khatam baat.
And 3 tests, so you cannot pretend. 3 tests have been laid down, so you can't pretend that you are still a Hindu.
The second point tonight is you should be happy today. Tala, I'll tell you why. Because now, suppose somebody is a Muslim, but realizes that being a Muslim takes away the quota. They want to go back and be a Hindu. They want to reconvert to Hinduism. They cannot become SC again. They cannot become scheduled caste again. You see, it's not like a mobile number which has portability. Reservation under the SC category are not a portable economic perk. They're a constitutional remedy.
It is there since 1950. Is there a concept?
Well, it's over now, okay?
Is there any concept of...
You can say what you want, it's over now, okay? You understood? Tala, it's over. It's over, Tala, it's over, Tala, it's over. It's over. It's over, Tala. It's over, Tala, it's over. It is over, Tala. Tala, it is over. Tala, Tala, it is over, Tala. It is over, Tala. If you convert, you lose the SC status. Finish.
No. Is there
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
There was an amendment done in 1990.
Now you go for a judicial review in Supreme Court.
Review petition.
You put a review petition for a 5-judge bench in Supreme Court. Best of luck. Matter is over.
1950.
Matter is over.
This is 1950. It's not tonight, Arnab.
This is panic.
Shows how important the panic was. The panic shows why.
I'm seeing some panic tonight.
Because the tests
I'm seeing a little bit of panic tonight. Reverend Sasane, why so much panic, Reverend Sasane? What's happening? Why so much panic? Why panic?
If the reservation was given as per the religion, is there any caste system
Anyway,
in Sikhism and Buddhism?
reservations are not a portable economic perk. They are a remedy for historical disabilities only within the Hindu social order. You leave the Hindu social order, you don't get the benefit.
Exactly.
Reverend Sasani, you leave the Hindu social order, you don't get the benefit.
Simple.
End of story.
No, I already quoted, I am quoting from the Bible. I said I will quote from the Bible.
I will also quote from which part of the Bible are you quoting? I will also
quote. There is neither Jew nor Greek. For you are all one in Christ. I already said that. But why? No, you are quoting what I quoted. Galatians 3:28. I already quoted from the Bible.
But I also quoted that.
There is neither Jew nor Greek.
Yeah, then how is there?
I'm saying that.
There is neither Jew nor Greek, but there is SC.
Equality, we must acknowledge that social inequality continues to exist.
Which means you are saying you can become a Christian, but you will still face social inequality.
In reality,
you go to the court and you put a petition to that effect.
Even though the Bible doesn't say so.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
You can Christianity does not, even if you convert to Christianity, even if
ladies and gentlemen, that's a big debate tonight. I hope you're enjoying the debate this evening, and that is the big story of the day. Supreme Court says you convert, you lose your SC status.